1, drop it. I'm sipping on hypnotic. I'm smoking on that chronic. Bass on the floor, make you lose.
Hello and welcome back. My name is DDubble, but you could just call me Dell. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with our team builder for week 6 of the GBA. This week we are taking on Lars El Cesar and his Borussia Dortmund fan. And I'm just going to jump right into it. This is going to be kind of a quicker team builder this week. More so for the fact that I'm currently in university and I'm filming this just before heading to a class, and I just didn't really have a lot of time for it this week, so it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna lead off with kind of our captain, my captain, our Wayne Gretzky, the Iron Valiant, 28 HP, 4 defense, 252 special attack, 220 speed, and 4 SPDF. Timid, choice specs, just blow up his team. Trick is there for the Cresselia, so hopefully we can trick at a specs if it does start to try to calm mind on us. Ideally we don't trick at a specs and then get swept by it, because it is his TERA cap. So yeah, that's our Iron Valiant for the week. Psyshock, Focus Blast, just allowing us for coverage on everything else, but we're mainly going to be Terra ferrying and just spamming Moonblast into his team for the entirety of the match. So next up we have Thunderous, Timid, Prankster, Heavy Duty Boots. I bounced back and forth with this set a lot. I wanted Scarf, I didn't want Scarf, I wanted Scarf, didn't want Scarf. We ended up not going Scarf, we went Boots, Taunt, Nasty Plot, Focus Blast, Thunderbolt. Kind of gives us our best coverage all around. Now the Crest can be a major issue, that's why we're Taunt. And then the Pawmot, also potential issue. Almost went Sludge Bomb over Focus Blast, because Sludge Bomb into Terra Fairy Crest at +2 is a 2-hit KO, which is super nice. It also OHKOs Pawmot, but we went Focus Blast just for general coverage, considering the fact that there is an Iron Treads, and I didn't want to be completely walled out by it if that was going to come in this matchup. So that's our Thunderous. Next up, we have our Slowking Galler Bold, Regenerator Assault Vest 2, 44 HP, 252 defense, 12 speed, AV Bold. Now, the tricky part about Lars' team as well is he has a Volcanion, and now Volcanion can run physical or special. Ideally, he's special, because we can sit on that most often. However, max attack, especially adamant variants, guaranteed to hit KO Slowking with Earthquake. If he's boosting item, then we're even in a worse position. So fingers crossed he's not boosting item, but there is a very high chance that the Volcanion can come in and consistently do some damage to this thing. If I do see it aggressively come in, I'm going to assume Earthquake right away. If it just comes in like kind of off a pivot, I'm not going to stress too much about it. So that's our Slowking. Next up is our Dawn Fan, Impish Sturdy, Rocky Helmet, 252 HP 4. Attack and 252 defense. Now, Earthquake, Ice Spinner, Stealth Rock, Ice Shard. This gives us our best opportunity at kind of soft checking some things on his team, specifically the Treads, which offensively can run away with the game a little bit. This also helps out big time with Weavile if it's not like if it's choiced Weavile, especially into a dark move. It's very nice. Lars also has on his team a couple other major offensive threats that you want to be able to get some chip on in the long term, and Helmet is kind of like the easiest way for at least my team to do that. Especially with stuff like Mence. Mence is like just extremely obnoxious. That's also why we're rocking Ice Shard this week. Ice Shard just allows us to kind of, if it's Moxie Mence and it's boosted up and it's running out of hand, then we can shard it, kind of get out of there, an oh shit button, as I like to call them. So that's our oh shit button, the Dawn Fan. Next up is Tauros Blaze, Clear Amulet, Intimidate Jolly, 252 attack, 4 SPDF, 252 speed. This is the speed tie based 100s, i.e. Salamence. We're Clear Amulet for hopefully what would be a defensive variant that wants to come in on our Tauros. We can get a Trailblaze up, we can Stone Edge, we can kind of do our own reverse sweeping if we get the crest down low enough. Volcanion is also super bulky, however, so we need to bait out a TERA if that is something that's going to come out, because Lars does have TERA Grass available to him. So if he TERA Grasses, unlike us clicking Stone Edge and then blows us back, we do have to get that 50-50 kind of right. The other option would be him TERA Watering, so CC is probably our safest bet most of the time, but Stone Edge can do upwards of 77% depending on his spread if he does just stay a fire type. So These are the things to kind of keep in mind as we go through the battle this week. So yeah, that's our Tauros Blaze. And rounding out the team, we have our Alomomola. Now, like I spoke on earlier, there's a Salamence, there's a Weavile, there's also an Enamorus, and the Iron Tread. So once again, passive damage in form of Rocky Helmet is going to be very, very beneficial for us this week. Wish Baton past Ice Beam Play Rough. Play Rough being there to help not get body bagged by a Weavile. Play Rough also helping us to hit the Pawmot if that is something that we have to hit. Ice Beam there so we don't lose to DD Mints. And also to hit the Enamorus, Bramblegast, anything else realistically on the team. And then Wish Baton pass to hopefully pass some wishes around to members on our team that could really, really use it. 244 HP, 12 attack, and 252 defense. Rocking the Rocky Helmet and a relaxed nature. That is our team for the week. I will see you guys in the battle. Take care. Alright. Hello and welcome back. My name is DDubble, but you could just call me Dell. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking on Mr. L. Scizor Lars, coach of the Borussia Dortmund. Before we get this video started, if you guys can, please chuck a like down below, click subscribe if you haven't already, turn on bell notifications, and cop some merch. Description down below. We got Coilers dad hats and toques, beanies for you Americans. This is a very pivotal game. We're currently tied with Lars in the standings. Lars has a lot of big threats on his team, but we have one thing that he doesn't, and that is a Tauros, and no Ment. No Ments. Okay, this is actually really great. Tauros can absolutely blow back this entire team if we get the crest low enough. So that's awesome. Lead options for him could be the Iron Treads thing, could be a Pawmot. We're specs on our Valiant. We are Trick as well, so could be looking at something there with it. Thunderous is an option as well. I think what we lead here is Donphan. I don't really see a Bramblegast lead. We might see Pawmot, but that's okay. I'll more than trade Pawmot for, like, if it wants to Grass Knot me or if it wants to Ice Shard me or anything like that. Like, I'll take that trade 10 times out of 10. So, all right, not Ice Shard, Ice Punch. But yeah, good luck, have fun to Lars. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Lars was one of the first creators I started watching in the Draft League community. And we've played many leagues together. Just really haven't had the opportunity to play against each other. So, Dead Trode. Ooh, he does actually lead the Bramblegast. Interesting, okay. What would we see here? We could see Spikes, potentially. That'd be my guess. Thundy is not Dark Pulse. We are Taunt instead. It's a very interesting lead from Lars. I mean, we could just Spinner and take the damage. Do I need this? Volcanion, it's good for the Treads and the Pawmot still. We still need to keep this around. So best option here, I think what we're going to do is we can go... Thundy's not really a great switch. He doesn't click Ghost move this turn. I don't want to take extra damage on this if I don't have to, though. I could go Bull. Kind of forces it out. I just don't want to take... I mean, Intimidate will come. He could Leech Seed, maybe. Like I said, because he Spike. I'm really interested. I didn't expect Bramble to lead, but that's okay. So here comes the Tauros for us. We do get the Intimidate off. That's good. And he does just Spike. Okay. So I don't think he'll want to leave this in, per se. Cress is an absolute, you know, that's something that can 100% come in. I could call the double. I could also just Flare Blitz. He could go into the Volk. That is an option for him. He definitely doesn't go Weavile. I mean, Flare Blitz is just good damage on whatever, and even if Volcanion comes in after the fact, it'll have to be Scarfed to kill us, so I think we're just Flare Blitz here. Does withdraw. I'm assuming this is the Cress or the Volcania C tier. Okay, that's fine. Don't need to overplay. Now we can kind of see what kind of set this would be from the damage. So that's not much. Flare Blitz 11 to 13%. So probably invest. We do see lefties. Now Stone Edge to this thing is 51 to 61%. Obviously we don't want to take a switch, and our play here every single time is Slowking. It's the whole point of Slowking. Kind of sits on all sets outside of like fully physical, you know, earthquake bullshittery. Even after a spike, This does not 2-hit KO us. It's a 3-hit KO, but we can chuck sludge bombs at it, and we'll kind of check it that way, so that's okay. So we'll go our Slow King here. He might double go Weavile if that's the case. I'm not too concerned, because then we just go back Tauros. We are taking spike damage, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's see here. So we go our Slow King. Volcanion, once again, this is a C tier in GBA. This is a really, really good Pokemon, and Lars definitely sniped me of it during the draft. He does just hard Earthquake. It's good play from Lars, but we are a Phys-Def. Wow, that is extremely physically invested. Okay. Wow. Okay. That should not have done that much. Jesus. We are at 68. Yeah, 34%. He kills us every single time here. That's a little less than ideal. We can go Aloe here, and then I can throw up a Wish. That's probably our best bet. Especially after seeing that damage. He's got to be physically invested. Apologies. But yeah, that's just screaming Max Fizz. Sub. Dang. This could get out of hand really quickly here. What does Volcanion get for physical setup? I did not expect like a setup Volk or anything like that. Breaking the sub is very difficult as well because it means we're going to have to use resources to get through it. And we can't break it with a Lomomolo. So this is something a little overlooked by us. That's okay. It doesn't get any physical setup as far as I can tell. No physical setup. Okay, we're good. Could be a mixed variant now at this point. Not super happy about that. We need to get ourselves into a position where we can get Thundian for almost free. So what we're going to do is we're going to Wish this turn. Does just Earthquake again. So we're at 238. 238 to 188. So we should be able to tell. So 238. 238. 238 to 188. So 88% to 69%. That's about a high roll. At this point, we are going to Baton Pass. Get our Thundian. There's the Flame Charge. Do you get anything to hit Thundy? Wild Charge. I mean, you do get Stone Edge, which is a little concerning. But we do need to get the sub broken. Can Max Attack Stone Edge kill my Thundy? That's a great question. It cannot. So this is what we do. Oh, that's modest, though, I'm calking. Adamant's a roll. Ooh, Adamant's a roll. I'm hoping he's not Adamant. Because if we get a Thunderbolt off here, that's a good opportunity. We need non-Adamant Volk here. And we've seen leftovers, so we know it's not boosting item. We need non-Adamant Volcanion. If it's not Adamant, it's a very low roll. We live this. Yep, we're good. That was scary. I'm not going to lie. That was really, really scary. We do outspeed it, which is great. Which also dictates not max speed. So I think I have to Thunderbolt here. I could Nasty Plot, but I can't overplay in case he attacks me. Because then I'm losing another Pokemon to it. He very well could go Cress, he could go Pawmot here. Neither of those things I'm overly excited about. Pawmot less excited about than Cress. At least Cress we can taunt, potentially get up like some damage into it. You know, everything like that, so. Let's see here. Droid Fan. Okay, he does go into the Dawn Fan. Thunderbolt's not going to come out. Is it Scarf, though? That's the other question. Is it Chopple? That's another thing. Focus Blast. Oh, that's just regular Dawn Fan. Iron Treads. Very different between the two of those things. So, I have to keep this around. We can go Dawn Fan here. It does offer us the opportunity to get rocks up of our own, which is very useful. If he goes Bramble, that's fine. I could also make the call he goes Bramble, because Lars is playing very aggressively. I'm interested to see what he clicks here. Just knock. Okay, we will get a little bit of damage off for the Rocky Helmet. So, I don't have any information on item from that. I'm assuming, like, AV would be my call. Because knockoff, yeah, that's about correct for knockoff. So, I'm thinking it's assault vested. Or else he wouldn't have gone into it. I think I'm going to chuck an Ice Spinner off here on him going into the Bramblegast. I think that's what he does. If he goes Crest, that sucks a little bit. But I need to make a play. He does withdraw. I think he wants to block like a spin. I think that's what he's thinking. Big. Big. This is good. This is really good. So we do get to kind of see what we're working with here. Half. Not great, but not bad. So that kind of tells me he's at least max HP. Might have some investment in there. He can strength sap here, which is, you know, kind of a problem. We can go G King. I could also go back into the Tauros and Trailblaze this time around as the Volcanion, you know, comes out, because, you know, that gives us a big opportunity to try and break it. I think that's our best bet. Even if he gets back up to max HP, I'm not too concerned about it. We could also just hard call him going back into the Volk and Stone Edge. If he strength saps here, he strength saps, and there's not a lot I can do about that. But we are clear Amulet, so we won't get the attack drop at least, which is nice. So we do get the Intimidate off. I'm assuming he spikes again. Pain Split. Ooh, that's mildly annoying. Good thing Tauros doesn't have a ton of HP, so that's okay. Here I'm assuming he's assuming Flare Blitz, right? I also don't think he sacks Bramblegast, because it still offers him the opportunity to spin block me. Does Trailblaze into Stone Edge kill a Volcanion? Potentially, but he had a lot of leftovers recovery. It's probably a roll, in all honesty with you. I think we Trailblaze this turn on a mid-ground, because if he goes... I mean, the real call is just Stone Edge him. Fuck it, we just Stone Edge. He switches. I think he goes Volk again. I think he should assume that I'm, like, a choice variant MDC, so I'm assuming this is the Duck. Yeah. So that sucks a little bit. Stone Edge comes out. Minimal. as expected. Cress, big issue. We do need damage on this, though. Physical Duck is an issue. Stone Edge 15. So yeah, I'm assuming this thing is just going to be extremely potent offensive pain in my ass. I think best option here is Oogie Boogie, our Slow King, aka Mr. Smith. Even on a Psychic, we're AV. I can fish for a poison. If he TERA Fairies, that's also good for us. This is tough. Lars' team is really solid, so. Here it is. Here's the TERA. I'm assuming Fairy. Yep, there's the Fairy. So this is good. Hopefully it's a Moonblast or something along those lines. If he Calm Minds, he Calm Minds. Nothing I can do about it. Future Sight. Okay, that's a little annoying. So Future Sight, we now know. Future Sight to our Slow King Galar. Future Sight's a decent little chunk, but he's now TERA Fairy, so that's nice at least. We need... I'm assuming he switches here. I wouldn't want to stay in, right? Like, he should assume Sludge Bomb, which means Iron Treads, which means I Flamethrower, which means good damage, and we can scout for AV. He could also just Combine. I'm going to Flamethrower. Lars is hyper-aggressive. He withdraws, yep. Lars is going to keep playing this game really aggressively, and I need to kind of punish that. Flamethrower here is actually pretty solid. It's a good sack on Lars's part, too, because he doesn't really need Bramblegast, and it didn't even kill, which does suck a lot. Because now the question is, what can I switch into that is willing to take the Future Sight, but he's also going to Pain Split. I think we have to sack Thundy here on him Pain Splitting. Because I can't go Tauros. Tauros dies to the Future Sight. I can't go Donphan. Can't go Aloe. Yeah, we go Thundy here. I don't want to take a Shadow Sneak in case he does that into Future Sight, because then I lose G-King. Regen's good. Thundy's kind of at the point where it's like, well, you know, we tried. It didn't work out. There's the Pain Split. So this isn't going to give him much. Yeah, very minimal. I'm going to die the Future Sight, but we keep the Bramblegast low, and that's important. So that's, you know, sometimes you have to make those plays. It's never fun having to sack something off like that, but, you know, it is what you have to do. We are Specs Iron Valiant, and we're TERA Fairy. I don't really want to take a Shadow Sneak to it. The alternative would be Tauros. I'm presuming this is Trailblaze range. I could also just Flare Blitz into Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz into Stone Edge. Still not going to pick up the KO on the Volcanion. I think we can go into our Valiant here and just fire off a Specs Moonblast. Because based on the Cress coming in and what I saw out of it, Fizdef is kind of what it's screaming to me. So this is a good position though. Specs Moonblast, TERA Fairy to a Fizdef Cress is a ton of damage. So we are going to Terrastalize, and we're going to Moonblast, and we're going to fire that off. Even if he wants to go into the Iron Treads, I can scout for... so this is Duck, so this is good. This is going to be a lot of damage. But I'm fairly confident that this is a physical defensive variant based on the Stone Edge damage to it from our Tauros. I could be wrong. It could be full SPDF, and this isn't going to do as much as I want it to, but at least we're going to know. We'll have information, and information is extremely crucial. So it's going to be good damage here. We're going to fire it off. He is going to know specs from this. Oh, yeah, that's a 2 KO. So he is very Fizdef. Iron Treads at this point is screaming to me that it is a SPDF variant. Where's the AV Iron Treads? Iron Tread Nintends. Assault Vest Iron Treads. Moonblast to Assault Vest Iron Treads is still 40%, and that's if he's not HP invested. Other things he could go into are nothing. I mean, it's the Volk, which is fine. I think I still take my damage, because if Volk comes out, we can still go... I feel like he switches. He might want to keep the Cress. I gotta be hyper aggressive here and go Tauros on the Volcanion. But we still have G-King, and G-King can at least come in once. I'm not super keen on it, though. If he Moonlights, he's the better player. I'm gonna Moonblast. I think he does go Volk, though. I might not be being aggressive enough here. Yeah, he does withdraw. I really wanted to go Tauros. I just... So, you know... Droid Fan. Okay, this is better. This is objectively better, because at least I get a check on this. This also might 2-hit KO at the range he's at. Oh, shit. Are you Scarf, then? Because I feel like that is screaming Scarf, then, right? Like, you're Scarf. You can't be anything else. You're Choice Scarf. That's Choice Scarf. That's a Choice Scarf Iron Treads. The way he played it and why he clicked knockoff, I think it's a Choice Scarf Iron Treads. Because it wasn't banded damage. Earthquake. We're going to eat this up. 117 to 65. So we do live another one, barring a roll. I always love that. That's just great. I really want rocks up in case that Weavile sashed. Also, rocks is really nice in the Volk, especially considering the Volcanion was lefties. We're going to do that. I'm a rock. Because having rocks up is great into the I have Ice Shard, so this is fine. We're going to Stealth Rock here. And we can kill the Brambleghast this turn before he gets a rapid spin off. So this is big. Ice Shard on Donphan coming up clutch. So he will not be able to remove these hazards anymore. This will force pressure on the Volcanion next time it comes in. And we're really just kind of setting ourselves up for the Iron Valiant. Next time that Crest comes in, same thing. We get to hit it really hard with a Moonblast. There's nothing else that wants to come in after the fact. So this is good. If Weavile comes out, I think we have to attack it. Valiant's still at a lot of HP. But Weavile outspeeds us, and we don't really have anything to deal with Weavile anymore. So we will have to hit it. MDC. So the Duck comes back out, so I'm assuming he's going to try to get off of Moonlight here. Fair enough. If you're Moonlight into the T-Tar matchup, respect, I guess, you know, that's... He might also try to get up a Future Sight. That is something I could see him doing. The only thing I don't see him doing here is attacking. Moonlight will take him out of Iron Valiant range. I think our safest play here is into Slowking. Donphan can be kept as a sack. Yeah, this is what we need to do, I think. Because we know it's Fizz Def Crest, too. So, he does Moonlight. Dang, man. I could have brought T-Tar. It's crazy. Okay, that's fine. Treads is low, too. And we can take a hit from Treads. What's his switch now? Because the Bramble's dead. Treads is low. I can take one. Treads is non-recoverable. I think we're just Sludge Bomb. Because even if he goes Treads, it is what it is. I'd love to get a Poison on this at this point, too. So, me playing aggressive like this into the Crest is fine. Valiant also gets a kill anytime it comes in, but that is definitely 110% a Scarfed Iron Treads. And if it is a choice Scarf Iron Treads, so C tier, this is fine. If we get a Poison here, this is awesome. Please Poison. Oh my god, please Poison. Poison would be spectacular. Frick, okay. I can Sludge Bomb again. This thing doesn't need HP. We can regen out. At worst case, we're into Aloe. We also have Donphan as a sack. Still have our Tauros. So I just attack this. Because as soon as this goes down too, that's another thing I don't have to worry about Moonblast with. So I'm just going to Sludge Bomb. He can Earthquake all he wants. I'm going to live one. That's fine. I'll take this trade. I'll happily take this trade. Volcanion goes down, so that's awesome. Question is, what does he go into now? Aloe still beats Weavile, too, which is nice. Volk being gone opens up Weavile, too. It's just Pawmot that beats Weavile at this point. Nuckles. Canuckles. Okay. Alomomola into a Swords Dance Weavile, which is probably what this is. Yeah, we're going Aloe. Every 6 days to Sunday, we switch in Alomomola against this thing. No reason not to. Even at +2, you know, Adamant, he's not going to do enough to us. Fling. What did he fling? A Poison Barb. Interesting. Okay. So I will be poisoned now. That does suck a little bit. But it's just regular poison. I mean, this Weavile can't hit me, right? So I play rough into the Weavile here is 53 to 64%. His stuff in the back, He can't go Volk. He could go Crest, but then I can just wish, right? So we're going to play rough here, and then I can also Ice Beam that Iron Treads. Oh, but it could be Volt Switch. I could just hard Baton Pass. I'm going to play rough, actually. I don't want to let this guy Swords Dance. Does just Night Slash mean we're going to take that pretty easily? He is going to take Rocky Helmet Chip, too. This is now a roll to kill with play rough, depending on his set. Oh, and he lives on, like, 1. And he steals my helmet. Frick, dude. That is the worst case scenario. Wow, that super sucks. Because he can now fling that at my Tauros, too. I have to keep Aloe healthy. I don't really want to sack Donphan to this, though, because Donphan can't beat Treads anymore, so it doesn't matter all too much. But that's definitely a Scarfed Iron Treads. Does Scarf Treads just win now? I think so, because he lived on, like, -5 HP. Oh, that's so frustrating that he gets a pickpocket out of that. I think we have to go Fan, get Aloe healthy again, and then we can kill this. That sucks. That's okay. That's Mon sometimes. It is what it is. If he Swords Dances here, he Swords Dances. Not much I can do about that. He does just Night Slash again. So there goes that. Aloe at this range is fine now. So I can go Loma Mola. It super sucks. That super sucks. I'm going to take the Spike, but I will live a Night Slash now. I'm going to Ice Beam, so I do not miss killing this thing with a Play Rough. I don't want to miss. He is just going to Night Slash. Doesn't crit, thank God. Okay, so this is fine. Aloe's still around, which is good. It cost me Donphan. Pickpocket did. I don't know what the chances of that are, but that is what it is. We do live on 19 HP, so I can switch out one more time. Depending on what he goes into, of course. I'm hoping it's like there's still a very real world where Iron Treads is kind of in the driver's seat. Thank God my Slowking is max HP, max Fizz-Def, because this Iron Treads can't KO me from full then. But it is, he's got to be Choice Scarf. The way he's playing it, it's got to be Choice Scarf. 63 to 75%. So after a spike onto the Slowking, it is an Oko. Pawmot comes in. I'm going to Play Rough this. Because I can't. I don't think I can keep it for anything else. Treads, it doesn't beat. It doesn't beat Cress. So I do just Play Rough. Go for damage. Revival Blessing sucks. We're going to get up some damage at least. I guess I could have wished there. Died and got it into G-King. I really hope he doesn't revive the Weavile. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I forgot Revival Blessing was allowed in the league. Because this is like a move that's really stupid in draft, but that is what it is. So the Weavile has been revived. I'm now dead there. That might be it for us. It's going to be close now. I have to play almost perfectly. I have to go Valiant. And I have to Moonblast. And then Tauros, I guess we sack. Slowking's not at enough HP to beat the Treads. Oh, if it's Scarf Treads, I lose. I mean, actually, can Tauros clutch this? Can Tauros clutch? Because I think after the Intimidate, this Pawmot Does Pawmot kill our Tauros here? At -1. He's not Life Orb. I'm at 75 HP. We live 1 hit. If he's not Mach Punch, we're in a really good position. If he's Mach Punch, we're screwed. I have to Trailblaze this turn. Weavile could still potentially revenge me. But Flare Blitz is, you know, it's suicide. Because the Cress in the back. I mean, it's Scarf on the thing anyways, right? So it revenges me one way or the other. It's Scarfed on the thing, so I have to Flare Blitz. Because it's Scarf Treads. MDC, so it's the duck. Just crit. Do me a favor and just crit for some reason. Oh. Is that a 2-hit KO? After lefties, I don't know. I feel like he moonlights. I have to go Slow King. I have to go Slow King. Because at least we're gonna get its HP up, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I'm sorry guys, I forgot about Revival Blessing as a whole. I just didn't even think about that while building. And that's just on me. You know, there's no one else to blame for that. It's just my fault. I do think it's super cheese, and I will say, if I have one issue, it is that. But it's in the game, and I should have been prepared for it. So that's my fault. Does he Moonlight, or does he go Treads? If I get this play right, we have a chance. Because if I Flamethrower the Treads, switch. I think I have to play for a choke. Because if I Sludge Bomb here, he can revenge with Weavile. Flamethrower, he could just go Treads, try to get it, you know, on a Sludge Bomb. Because, like, why wouldn't I Sludge Bomb here? There's no reason for me not to Sludge Bomb here, because Future Sight's in the air. He switches Treads. He switches Treads. He's switching Treads. I'm calling it. This is my only play. This is what I have to do. Please be Iron Treads. Please be Iron Treads. Please tell me I got this right. Oh, it's... Okay, he mid-grounds. That's a good play. It's the Pawmot. It still might kill, for what it's worth, depending on his Pawmot set. Okay, so it killed Pawmot. That's a good play on Lars's part. It's good mid-ground, because now he can go... It's 100% Scarfed. This is Scarfed. There isn't a world in my mind where this is not Scarfed. If it's Scarfed and it's Earthquake... If it's Scarfed and it's Earthquake... Okay, how do I win this? Scarf itself into Earthquake. I can go Valiant. Valiant lives 1. He has to switch. Moonduck dies. Then he goes Weavile. I have to sack. I have to sack because Tauros Intimidate onto the Weavile is the only way that I can take a Crash or an Ice Shard from the Weavile. Oh, I'm going to Flamethrower again. I'm going to choke. Hopefully Iron Heads. He Earthquakes. That's okay. This is Scarfed. 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 This is Choice Scarf. This is Choice Scarf. This is Choice Scarf. This is Choice Scarf. It's not going to matter. He's going to win it. It's Choice Scarf. 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 It's Choice Scarfed. It's Choice Scarfed. We Moonblast. Withdraws, okay? It's gonna give me an out. Because that just screams that you're Iron Heading me, right? Like... He went Weavile. Can I win? What? Can I win? I don't think Weavile can hit me. Did he misclick? I don't know. I don't know, guys. This is down to the wire. Weavile can't hit me with anything outside of ice move, I guess. At a -1, is it worth it? I don't think there's a play that wins this outside of him missing Icicle Crash on my Valiant. I'm not gonna lie to you. We know it's not banded, but I think I have to go Tauros. I could have misplayed here, but it all depends on like what his actual sets are and stuff. The Intimidate will be nice at least. He's Spinner, so he's not Crash, which means he can't miss. Oh my god, we lived. On the off chance he switches, which he's not going to. I'm gonna close combat here. Hmm. $96, hey? He's Spinner. $63. We Moonblast. I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think this matters, guys. I'm sorry. We came really close. But it's Scarfed Iron Treads. That's so frustrating. Dang. Dang. Almost. Very close. Came down to the end. Revival Blessing cheesed us. I honestly think we win that if Revival Blessing is not allowed in the league. I'm going to be salty about it. Nothing against Lars. He's using it to his full advantage. But I definitely feel like I got Mickey'd right there. Because I feel like I was in... I feel like I got Mickey'd. That's, you know, what can you do? Maybe he misclicks. Maybe he clicks something else. No, he's Ironhead. That's GG's. And he probably got a bonus point, too, because his Weavile lived on, like, 1 HP against my Aloe, which also sucks. That's a roll, though, depending on his HP investment. So I can't be upset about that one. But, yeah, that's tough. That's a really tough one there, guys. GG's to Lars. We do take an L. I don't think I get any bonus points out of that because we lived on 7 HP with our Tauros, not anything lower. Yeah, tough one. Nothing I can really do about it. Next week, we will be taking on Just Weavile. I, however, will be at the start of my school semester, so you will have the one and only OG Albina Owen taking over for me next week. Please show him some love when he comes by. And, yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Bye-bye.